welcome to YouTube Live with Barb from barbstamps.com. I am Barb of barbstamps.com. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm super excited to be here. I have some really cute cards, and I'm going to just start off by saying the cards tonight are amazing. They are all fun folds, which I know you all love, and they all use designer series paper or printed paper or patterned paper or scrapbook paper, whatever you call your paper. That's what we're going to use on every single card tonight, because I know that you guys have a lot of it, like I have a lot of it. And I'm always trying to find ways to use it up. And I know sometimes it's really hard because the paper's so beautiful and we don't want to use it up because, if I use it up, I won't have it anymore. But the thing about it is, you will, because you're going to buy some more. Let's be honest here, shall we? I'm going to buy more. You're going to buy more. We're all going to buy more. So we might as well use what we have, okay? So that's what I'm going to share with you guys tonight. Some fun folds, and they all use designer series paper, and I'm very excited. One of the projects is actually a kind of a throwback or rewind, if you will, from a video that I did about a year ago, sharing this same fold. And I thought I'd bring it back because I don't think it's one of those folds that's just really fun, and it uses up like a half a sheet of paper each card. So you will be able to get rid of some of your paper by making these cards. So anyway, I'm very excited to be here. Those of you that are following the saga of my poor son and his wrist, we are going up to the surgeon's office on Monday. So I will have a report for you guys next Thursday on what the guy tells us about the issues that he's having with his hand. Apparently we were told when we were up there before the surgery that, this thing that they were going to do, this mini tightrope, was going to fix all of his problems. And it has not. So I'm not really sure, what, I don't know. I'll find out. So, yeah, I'm going to get to go shopping. I know you guys are probably going to laugh. Billings, Montana has about 125,000 people. And those of you from like larger cities with millions of people are thinking, that's a big city. You're going to go shopping at 125,000 people. That's laughable. I get it. I totally do. But I live in a town of 16,000 people. So to go shopping somewhere that has 125,000 people is a big deal. So we're going to be going up there on Monday. We're going to be doing a little bit of shopping. And so it should be good. We're hoping for some good news. But again, I'll have a report for you guys next week. So stay tuned. Okay. I have a couple cards to share with you that I received. I have one more. I'll have to grab it from people in the mail. So thank you guys for sending me cards. I appreciate that very much. It's very sweet of you, very kind of you to do that. It just brightens my day just like it would anyone's, when you open your mailbox and there's cards in there. Yay. Some of you guys are commenting about the size of your town. So yeah, you totally get it when I say this is going to be exciting. To go to a town of 125,000 people. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, it should be good. My son needs to find some steel-toed boots. Our high school has something called an internship, and you can work in places that you might be interested in, like making a career in. You express your interest when you were a junior in high school, and then the woman who coordinates it all, she assists you in finding a company that will allow you to come into their office or their workplace, whatever you want to call it, and work for a couple of hours every day. So instead of going to 2 of your classes, you would go to work. And so my son has gotten a job with a local fabricating shop here in town. So that's very exciting for him. They do some welding and some kind of machine work and things like that. And he is interested in that. He's just not sure if he wants that to be his career. So he's going to get a taste of working there. And the guy that he's going to be working with did tell him that he would pay him. So that's even better. So for him, it's great because he gets out of school for 2 periods a day. He gets money and he gets experience doing something he's interested in. So that is pretty exciting for him. So he will be, he started that Monday. So he's worked 4 days now, and he's enjoying it. He's enjoying the guys that work there. I'm sure he's getting an earful from, guys in a shop. I used to work in a shop with a bunch of guys. It was me and probably 20 men. So you can imagine the things I heard. It's almost like earplugs all the time. Anyway, there were some interesting conversations, I'm not going to lie. So, anyways, you guys are so sweet talking about giving me a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. You can subscribe to my channel. I think in this view, it's down here in this corner. It's a little subscribe button. And then there should be a little notification bell somewhere down there that you can ring. And that will let you know when I'm going live, like I am right now, every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, or when I upload a new video. So let's see. Yeah, I know it's a win-win for him. Totally. I'm just going to kind of scroll through the comments here and see if there's anything. Oh, Bonnie's so sweet. She's asking you guys to give me a thumbs up. Appreciate that. Okay. Yes, you guys are all talking about your paper and how much you have. And yeah, I know I'm right there with you. I have plenty myself. So, okay, let's go ahead and flip the camera. I've got the cards to show you. I've got a few little businessy things that I always talk about. One thing being our spring retreat that's coming up at the end of March. It's going to be an amazing, amazing event. You guys that have taken our retreats before with Dina Kelly and I, you know they're amazing. So this one is also going to be amazing. So there is a registration link in the description of this video. If you want to join in the fun, that would be awesome. So let me go ahead and move the camera. So we're going to do the flipperoo here. I've got the pop socket off. We've tapped the phone. Of course, it didn't work the first time. Second time's a charm. Okay, so let me sort of give myself a good view here. I'm going to have to adjust this just slightly. I like it to be nice and even, and if it's not, it bothers me. So, yeah, those of you that know me and have heard Dina and Kelly talk about me, I'm a little bit, I guess the word's anal. I like to say I pay particular attention to detail. That's what I like to say about myself. I'm hot, having a hot flash, so pardon me while I take off my jacket. It's just a constant battle down here to whether I need a jacket or whether I don't. And right now I don't. So there you go. Okay. First I want to, let me push this away. Ooh, Lisa is telling you guys the retreat is truly amazing. She's not wrong. Not wrong. Okay. So here is a little bit of information about the retreat. It's going to be March 25th and 26th. The cost to attend with the swag box that we have is $149 through the end of February. And if you do join and you do pay your $149 by the end of February, you will also get the Friendly Hello bundle in your swag box. After February 28th, there is no bundle to be in your swag box, and the price goes up to $159. So just keep that in mind. I have a form that you can fill out in the description of this video. You can add on some of the stamp sets that we're going to be using if you are so inclined. In fact, last week I made a card with the Boughs and Blossoms stamp set or bundle, and this is one of the bundles that we're going to be working with. So in case you caught that, there you go. Anyways, spring retreat. You can also find my information at tinyurl.com/springretreatwithbarb, if that's helpful at all. Or you can go to my blog, barbstamps.com. You can find it there. Or my newsletter list. All those links are in the description of the video. I also have just finished kind of populating my project tutorial library. There are, I can't even remember, like 48 tutorials on there, if I remember right. I can't remember. But anyway, you can get to that same tinyurl.com/Barb's tutorial library. And that will get you there, and you can check out all the tutorials that I do have available. Right now, they are all paid tutorials, but I think I've got some that are free, and I need to get those loaded on there. So just keep checking back. I'm going to keep uploading new tutorials as I get them available, and you can just find them all there. So there you go. All right. I keep forgetting to mention this as I'm live, and of course, a lot of you probably know this, but some of you might not. Right now, Stampin' Up! Is having their bi-yearly promotion called Celebration. And during Celebration, when you buy products, you get free items out of this little brochure. There are, I think, 10 or 11 things that you can choose from for free. But in addition to that, if you've got a $100 order to place with Stampin' Up!, you might as well sign up to be a demonstrator. I would love to have you on my team. We have a monthly team meeting. We do team swaps. We have lots of fun. We have challenges and prizes throughout the month on our Facebook group. Everybody who is on my team gets a free Stamp Happy Academy basic membership, and then you have the option to add the live version if you want to. There's just so much. Plus, not just that, you get a minimum of 20% off everything you buy, with the possibility to earn more. If you do a little bit more, you will get a little bit more. With your kit for $99, you're going to get to choose $125 of product, anything you want. You're paying $99 for it, and you're going to get to add on 2 more stamp sets. Now, the stamp sets have to be stamp sets that you can purchase with dollar bills. So celebration stamp sets and host stamp sets are not part of the deal because you cannot purchase them with actual money. They're earned rewards. So any other stamp set, you can get 2 of those for free in addition to the $125. So it's just a great deal. So if you've got a $100 order to place with me, you might as well sign up. If you decide that you don't like it, you can't continue doing it, you can't meet the minimums, any reason whatsoever, you're simply dropped. There's no penalties. You don't give back anything you've already earned. You keep it all, and you can go back to just being a customer if that's what you want to do. So honestly, you've got nothing to lose. If you're buying Stampin' Up! Product, you should be a demonstrator. Clear and simple. Okay. Kits and classes for the month of February. We have the KITE Delight with the Cloud Punch kit. I'm getting ready to shoot those videos this weekend. The class is going to go out next week. So you get a wide variety of items in your kit, along with the pre-cut cardstock pieces to create the 8 cards to each of 4 designs. And the shipping is included as well. My online class for the month is the Hello Beautiful class. And of course, there is a little supply kit that includes the, what are these called? The hexagons and the ribbon. And the class is 6 cards plus a kind of note folio, really fancy note folio that'll hold 5 more cards. So you're going to love that. And you can get the kit for $45. You can get just the online if you are a demonstrator and you can make your own cards. You can get the class for $25, or if you want every single thing that we are putting into the kit, the whole shebang, it's $114. Everything is always linked in the description of my videos. I've still got some artfully composed kits left, and we're going to do an artfully composed or artfully layered. I don't know what you want to call it, but we got a card using that today. The Slim Sayings online class, I still have some kits for that. I always have adhesive kits, and here is one of them. They are all in these cute little pouches. There's multiple colors. If you have a color preference, let me know when you order it. Otherwise, I'll just pull one out of the bag and send it to you. But you get a stamp and seal. You get some mini glue dots, a liquid glue, a tear and tape, dimensionals, a ruler, an adhesive eraser, and a sand eraser in this cute pouch, shipping included for $45. Now, if you add this to a class kit, it's only $40. Stamp Happy Academy, we've talked about this a little bit. You've already seen some of the gals in the comments talk about it, how amazing it is, how much you would love it. Janice always tells you it's a gift you give yourself, and she's not wrong. It really is. We've got over 50 classes loaded onto this site. And when you pay your $19.95 membership fee, you have access to all of them. Not just a few, not just new ones, all of them. That's the basic. You can add the live. Well, live is $20, or the combination of the 2 is a premium for $34.95. So Bonnie's on here. She will tell you to get on to Stamp Happy Academy. Janice will tell you. Lisa will probably tell you. Who else is on here? Katie will probably tell you. Terry will tell you. Joyanne will tell you. I'm just kind of looking through the comments. All these ladies will tell you. Sonia will tell you. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And you guys, you will not be sorry if you give it a shot. You just go to the website, stamphappyacademy.ning.com, sign up for a membership. You can cancel at any time. Again, you really have nothing to lose. So check it out. All right. The Altogether bundle is for sale this month. It's the promo for this month and let's see, all the way through May, I think. The stamp set and the dies and the paper are while supplies last. The neutral tones, Stampin' Blends are going to be in the next class. Oh, Carla's on here telling you it's amazing also. There's just so many people on here telling you that it's amazing. So there you go. All right. So don't forget about the Altogether bundle. Now, I do want to give a shout out to some people that sent me some cards. I got this beautiful card. I've got one more to grab. I got this beautiful card from Katie, and I believe she's on here watching us. So I'm giving you a huge shout out, Katie, because this card is amazing. Check this out. This uses the tulip bundle, you guys. And she used the Simply Marvelous paper to crop out the tulips and then build them up. And it just gives so much texture and dimension to this card. I love it. You open it up. She's got a little note. I don't want to, maybe she doesn't want me to share that, so I'll cover that up. And then she gave me a gift card. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. I do enjoy a Starbucks. Chai tea latte is my favorite. So I'm going to get a few chai tea lattes, Katie. So thank you so much. And then she has this. Look at how she's got this held in there with that tulip border die. Is that the most amazing thing or what? Oh, and I just fudged it up. There we go. Okay. So anyways, Katie, thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. I have a Valentine's card. I have 2 of them from my team members. This one's from Barbara. Amazing name, Barbara, by the way. And Barbara has these little notes. Remember, we talked about this. I believe it was shortly after Christmas, because one of my team members had sent me some of these pre-printed Post-it notes. I'm going to find them here. That you can put in your cards to let somebody know that you didn't sign the card. So if they want to reuse it and forward it, recycle it, that they absolutely can. And so these are, you can get them on Shutterfly, from what I understand. They have a section for Post-its, and you can just stop the video and you can just copy this information if you desire. And then you can get your own Post-its and you can stick them in your cards, and they're amazing. And Barbara does such amazing work. Her attention to detail is amazing. She does fun folds all the time, and I just love getting cards from Barbara. And then my last card is from another one of my team members, Vicky. She sent this to my husband and myself. That was very sweet of her. She's using that bundle in the mini catalog. And of course, I can't remember what it is, but Cheryl's on here, and I know Cheryl's going to help me out. It's in the beginning of the catalog, I'm pretty sure. I just cannot remember what it is. This is one of those folders where the folder embosses, plus it can cut at the same time when you stick the die in there. So pretty amazing. And so here is the inside of the card. So much fun. So I appreciate that so much, you guys, when you send me cards. I love that. I'm like everyone else. I love cards. Lastly, I wanted to give you some information. I do sell some handmade cards. I have a lot of cards. I make a lot of cards. I do swapping, so I get a lot of cards for swapping. And I just personally cannot send out the sheer volume of cards that I make and get in. I can't do it. And so I do sell my cards. They are $25 for a bundle of 20. There is no requesting. They're in bundles and I just ship out. So there is a link in the description of this video if you are a person who needs card ideas or doesn't have enough cards or just likes to get cards. This is a great opportunity for you. Like I said, $25 plus shipping. You get 20 handmade cards. They're full-size cards. They're ready to use. They're not just a front. They're a whole card. So check that out if you're interested in getting some cards. Projects from last week. We did a fun masking technique on this Boughs and Blossoms card. We did this fun kite card, kind of a little bit of a kickoff to my kite class that I'm doing for this month. And then we made the cards that go in this amazing pouch. So I have another video on my YouTube channel here. After we're done, if you want to click on my name just below the video, Barb Stamps, you can go to my whole collection of videos and you will find the directions to this pouch. I also have a free printable tutorial on my blog that you can print out if you want. There is a diagram telling you how to score and fold to get this amazing little pouch. And then you can also tie it up with some ribbon. So those were the projects from last week. So much fun. All right, let's get into this week then, guys. Okay, so the first project we are going to be using Carla's internet tech. Oh, Carla, I'm sorry. I hate when that happens. Internet can be such a bugger. We're going to be using the Artfully Layered Bundle along with the Artfully Composed Designer Series paper. And then we're going to slide in some of this printed vellum, which is really fun. I have, I don't know if I have all the pieces or not. I think I probably do. We've got a kind of black printed, this is like looks like a street map, a road map, and then we also have that in white. We have a bunch of typing, it looks like from a typewriter. I don't know what it says. I don't even know if it matters. And then we have some handwritten script. So we have white and black in everything. Yes, I do have them all. So we're going to be using some of this just because I really enjoy using it with the dies in this bundle. I think it's just really cool. Just adds a little bit of texture to your project. Okay, so where are my pieces and parts? Okay, so this is going to help you use up some of your patterned paper, designer series paper, scrapbook paper, whatever you want to call it. So the first thing I did was I have just a standard card base. This is just jade. It's 5.5 by 8.5. I cut myself a 4 by 5.25 inch piece of the designer series paper. And then I took this open leaf die, this guy right here, and I just cut a hole out of the center of the card. Okay, pretty simple. There we've used up a 4 by 5.25 inch piece. Yay us. Then I also have a piece of white. Now this measures 5.25 by 7 7/8. Okay, and then you're just simply going to fold this in half. It doesn't need to be scored. You're just going to fold it in half, and you're going to fold this back. Okay, so what you've created now is kind of like a Z fold. Okay, does that make sense? I hope so. And we are going to we're going to attach that to the inside of the card here, but we're not quite ready for that. So I also have another strip of designer series paper. This is the same that I put on the front, and I can't remember what this measures, so let's measure it. This is 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. And we are just going to attach that to this middle fold here. So now we're using another piece of paper. So we're just getting after it. Oh, here's a trick that I have learned recently, you guys. If you use seal and it stops running, as it does sometime when you pull off the edges, if you just run it on your silicone mat, it will start running again. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So I am going to adhere this. I'm eyeballing it to get it in the center as best that I can. I think that that's in the center. So that looks pretty good. Yep. Okay. We also have some stamps here. We have the large leaf and then the sentiment. One of the sentiments, the happy birthday one. And then I also need this little, it's kind of a background stamp, I guess. It's got words on it, but I don't really know if they're supposed to make sense. Honestly, I don't think that they are. So I'm not sure. Okay, so I need my Calypso Coral ink first. So I've just got a scrap here of coral. And so I'm just going to ink up my stamp. And we're just going to stamp that. No problem. We are now going to add a little dimension to this guy. So I'm going to ink up the same color. I'm going to stamp that off. And then I'm going to kind of go over this. Just going to add some texture and some dimension to this leaf. Okay. Then, by the magic of TV, I would take it over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I would use the same die, and then I would cut it out. Okay, so we have that done. I also took some more of the dies that are in this set. The nice zigzaggy border die I did get on this little piece here. There's no real length. It doesn't matter what the length is. It's just however long your sentiment piece ends up being, is what you'll need to cut it at. So this one just happens to be about 3.5, and it was probably 1 inch. And then I just put the border die on very close to the bottom edge and ran it through. So I have this fun zigzag rickrack kind of thing at the bottom, and then it just have the little lines of stitching, which is really cool. All right. I also got this die out of Just Jade. And this palm frond I got out of Pear Pizzazz. And what else do we have here? I have another palm frond that I got out of Just Jade. And you may notice I don't have the full end on there, but I don't need it. That's the thing. So I didn't need to have an entire this much more paper because I don't need that little piece. I'm just going to cut it off anyway. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. I've also die cut that same kind of open leaf with one of the vellum pieces. This one is I think the typing. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's upside down. But it doesn't even matter because you can't really tell. No one's going to scrutinize it that closely. All right. So we do have these two pieces that came out of the front. Okay. I don't know if we're going to use these or not, but we have them if we decide that we want to. All right, so basically, we just need to assemble everything together now. I'm going to move my stamps out of the way. Oh, I do need to stamp my sentiment here. Oh, I guess I'm not done. I do need to texture these two pieces the same way I did that leaf. So let me bring in my chamois and clean off the words so they don't have Calypso Coral on them anymore, so that we can now use the Pear Pizzazz. We're going to kind of push those out of the way. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp it off. Oh, no, I'm not. I don't want to stamp it off. I want to go full strength because it'll look pretty cool this way, I think. There we go. That just adds so much texture, you guys. I mean, you wouldn't think it would, but it honestly does. Okay, then I'm going to clean it off one more time. Get the old chamois in here, and now we're going to bring in the jade. I'm going to do the same thing with that. Let me spank it a little bit and get it cleaned off. I think that's not upside down. I don't know. It could be, for all I know. Okay, done. Pretty simple to add that little bit of texture. And if you guys already have this set, then there's no reason not to use that amazing stamp. It's a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to clean it off because I'm going to put it back in my bucket, and I don't want it to get on anything else. I'm going to clean off my big leaf also, and I'm going to close these ink pads, and then the last thing I need to stamp is my sentiment, which I'm going to do in Evening Evergreen. I see that I have ink on my hand. Imagine that. And I have a 3/4 of an inch strip of white. Again, the length doesn't really matter because it's just going to depend on what size sentiment you have. To what you're going to end up doing with it. And I'm going to end up cutting this. So what I'm trying to do is just center this. So we're going to give it a shot. And I think I'm going to go with that. That's pretty dang good. We're going to go with it. All right. Who do we have in here watching us? Anything that I need to address? Sometimes I get so engrossed in what I'm doing that I forget to check the comments. And I'm sorry about that. It's just one of those crazy deals. Okay, I'm trying to get my punch here. So I am going to crop the end of this. This is a 3/4 inch strip. So I'm just sliding it in the 3/4 inch slot there. And we are going to do that one more time because that's good. Okay. So then what I thought I would do with this is I thought I would just kind of put this right here at the end. And then I don't know what I'm going to do about that. We'll see. I haven't quite, the whole thing hasn't been thought out yet. So bear with me while we get it thought out. All right. I do think I'm going to leave a little bit on that right end. There we go. Okay. Where's my scissors? Here they are. So I am just going to kind of follow the line here that I made with my punch and do something like that. I think that'll work. Okay, I'm going to end up cutting some more of the end off, but I'm not quite ready for that just yet. Okay, so we have all of our pieces ready to go. Now we just need to bring the card base back in. I'm going to close my chamois so it doesn't dry out too quickly. Okay, so I am going to add this to the inside, but first I need to figure out some things. So this is going to kind of be like this. And then I wasn't sure if I want that or this. I kind of think I want this one. It's going to kind of be over the top there. And then this, I don't need this whole thing. I'm going to snip this in half, and I'm just going to end up putting this on here. Now you're thinking that looks kind of weird. I know, I'm not quite done. So I'm going to do that with those pieces. And then this piece, I'm just going to kind of add right in here, but this is too long. So I'm going to snip this down just a little. And then I'm going to add it to the inside of the card. So I'm just going to bring in some glue. Oh, we have somebody else talking about Stamp Happy Academy. I don't know who that is. Photo Scrapper DPW says the Stamp Happy Academy is tons of fun and great inspiration. You are not wrong. So again, if you guys want to join Stamp Happy Academy, the link is in the description of this video, along with the link to the online class that I have, or class to go, that uses this bundle. Now, this is not one of the cards that's in the class, so you will not, I mean, you don't need to have this one in the class. It's right here for you. So you won't get this one, but you'll have it already on this YouTube Live. All right, so I'm going to cut that, and then I think I might add that also. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of glue just down here. It is vellum, so sometimes glue will show through, but since it's printed, I think that's going to help alleviate the fact that it will show. Oh, look at that. I was pressing it into place and it got caught on my hand. And then somehow that happened. Okay. Ooh, here's a trick for you guys. If you ever get extra glue somewhere you don't want it, if you have, now we don't sell this anymore, so I probably shouldn't even bring it out, but it's a tip and you guys might already have it. This is an embossing buddy. If you have one of these and you get glue somewhere you don't want it, just kind of lightly pounce your embossing buddy where that glue is, blow it off, and it's almost like the whatever's in here, if it's like a cornmeal or something, I'm not sure, but that will take the stickiness away. So there's a little pro tip for you. If you have an embossing buddy, that's a good thing to do with it. All right, so we are going to add this to the inside of the card. Get my adhesive all over this guy. And so I have it kind of closed up because that's just going to make it easier for me to line it up in here. Ugh, that didn't work. Oh, Jen says she lives in Canada. It doesn't matter, Jen. Everything is online. It's all virtual. The live classes are done on a YouTube live, just like this. Not live because it's not public, but on YouTube, just like what you're watching here. And then the classes they're all virtual. So nothing is actually sent physically to you. So, yeah, anybody worldwide can join Stamp Happy Academy. I'm actually glad you said that. So now that I could, say that, yeah, you don't have to be in the US. Okay. So this is our inside. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach our leaf to this folded piece here. Cause you can see this right here is where I'm going to attach the leaf. Okay, so I've got the card closed. I can see where the line is, and I'm just going to come in here with my liquid glue and just follow up to the fold line with my glue. Okay, then we're just going to drop this right into that opening. It's the same size because it's the same die. And there we have it. So now, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to add some of these pieces to the outside. And this is a little too long. I do want to trim that off. So I'm going to add this so I can see where I kind of want it to be. So I really only want glue on this section in the back. I don't want to put glue on the other side. Otherwise, then it'll stick to my leaf and it won't allow the card to open. But I just wanted to add a little more interest to this thing. And then this little guy, I'm just going to add to the very bottom of this fern piece here. So I'm just going to add my glue right there at the bottom. Make sure I don't get the coral leaf and stick that down. And this time I'm not gonna move it this time with my finger. Okay. And then lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to add our sentiment. So the sentiment can just go right, or I guess not lastly, because I do need to add some of this, but I think I'm going to wait until I get my sentiment piece on there. So I'm going to actually trim this off. Maybe I should use a trimmer. So then it'll be straight. So I just want this. Did that work? I think I need a little more cut off. Honestly, I could probably just flip it upside down. Oh, that could be dangerous though, because I can't see it, so I don't want to chop off too much. There, that's good. That would have been funny. And then I would have cried. Okay, So I'm going to add my sentiment piece, and I'm going to use, I think, some dimensionals. And again, I want to keep it away from my leaf, because if I stick it on my leaf, then my card will not open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a dimensional right next to my leaf, and then I'm going to put it at the end of my piece here. So that way I can be assured that I'm not going to interfere with the opening of the card. There we go. And then this, just cut some of that off, add a little bit of adhesive to some of these little pieces and parts. And I'm just going to tuck that underneath. There we go. And look how cool that is. So then when they open it up, oh my gosh, look at that. And then they pull it down, and we can have more a space to write a message. You could write it on here too if you would like. It folds for mailing it. It's the regular size card. So there you go. There is card number 1. I don't know what this is even called. I'm sure this has a name. Every fun fold has a name, but I don't know what they're all called all the time. So if anybody knows what this is called, please leave a comment and let me know so that I can call it the right thing, because I don't know what it is. But anyways, I thought that was pretty interesting. So there you go. And then here is a little sample that I kind of made for myself. I made this a long time ago, and this was a little kind of sample piece that I put together. So it is in, you know, the portrait mode, and then this one is in landscape mode. So you could do it, you know, either way, however you like it. It doesn't make any difference. But yeah, so there's a couple of different ideas for you with that. So that's really fun. All right, so let me clean up my mess here, and then we shall move on to our next project. Okay. Let's see. I guess we'll do this one. So I don't need my punch right now. Put some of these things away. I don't know. You guys know that I'm a little bit anal, and I don't like a mess. Excuse me. I don't like a mess when I'm stamping. Well, when I'm stamping live, I don't like a mess. When I'm here by myself, it's a gigantic mess. So there you go. I don't think anybody has any idea for me about what this is called. So yeah, if anybody figures it out, please leave a comment. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment below and let me know what it's called. If you know, I would love to know what it's called. Okay. Next card. I can't get enough of this. You guys are probably sick of me using it, but I love it so much. It's just so bright and springy and fun, and I'm just happy to have paper that's bright and springy and fun. Let me tell you just a funny little thing, a little side note right here. Today, okay, when I went up to have lunch, when I woke my husband up because he's working nights, I woke him up, and the temperature today is 63 degrees, okay? That in and of itself is weird for Wyoming. We don't normally have 63-degree weather in February, but we're also under a winter storm watch. Figure that out. 63 winter storm watch. So I guess what that means is it's supposed to get pretty crappy pretty quickly later on tonight. So that's Wyoming for you. 63 winter storm watch. So there you go. But you know, I work from home, so I don't really care. Okay. This card, the Sunshine and Rainbows. Can't get enough of it. Love it so much. We're going to pair it with the KITE Delight stamp set because it is perfect. They're perfect together. They're perfect together. This is also my kit class for the month of February. So this is not one of the cards that's in the class. This is be like a bonus card for you guys because it's just a card that you can make with the supplies that you would get in the kit that I am going to send you when you sign up for the class, which is in the description of this video. Shameless plug. Okay. We're also going to use the checks and dots embossing folder. I'm actually going to use the dots, and here are what the checks and dots look like when you run them through your paper. So you can see the two patterns there. These are a lot of fun. I love just basic designs, and so that just makes me happy. What else are we going to use? We are going to use a little bit of the white Essentials Baker's Twine because it's a kite. We're going to need a string, so there you go. We're going to use, of course, the old cloud punch because kites and clouds, oh my gosh, they like go together like peanut butter and jelly, which is why I have used both of these things are in my class. If you want to purchase them in addition to your class, you absolutely can. You can purchase one, you can purchase seven, you can purchase both, whatever you want to do. So of course, kites and clouds go together great. We've got our stamps already mounted here. So let me get these things out of the way. We're also going to be using, even though this set does have some really fantastic sentiments, love them. I've really been wanting to use this a little bit more. This is a free item you can get with a celebration order of $100. You can choose the special moment stamp set. It's a two-sided stamp set, meaning there are stamps on both sides of the inside of the case. So there is a total of 21 stamps in this set, which is a really good deal when you're getting it for free. So yeah, so we're going to use that. We're going to use this. I've got my ink pads here. We have Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, and So Saffron are the colors that I have chosen. And I chose those colors because I wanted to use this pattern of the Designer Series paper on my card. So we are going to have a card base, which is So Saffron. And I got to dump all the rest of this out here, so bear with me. Okay. We have two layers for the inside. One of them is 4 by 5 1/4. And then this one would be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. This is a scrap that we're going to do some KITE stamping on. And then I have a few cloud punches here. I might need another one. I actually kind of went nutso here a while ago and I punched out a bunch of them. I think I was doing a swap and I had to punch out the middle of a circle and I ended up with all these clouds. So I have a lot of clouds already punched. So I have 2, but I might need 3. Here is my little 3/4 inch strip of Pool Party, and it uses the polka dot folder. So there you go. I see we're having a conversation here. Let's see, Joan, Stampin' Up! Does ship to Canada, but you have to order it from a Canadian demonstrator. That's the stipulation. Demonstrators in the US can only ship to customers in the US. Demonstrators in Canada can only ship to customers in Canada. So that might be the confusion there, okay? And if you guys are thinking about it, if you would share my video, I think there's a little share button down here somewhere. That'd be awesome. Oh, and subscribe. There's a subscribe down here too. That'd be awesome. Oh, and thumbs up. Let's just do it all right now. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification bell, and share. That'd be awesome. Okay. We'd like to get more people viewing. And the more you guys comment and share, the more people see it. And that makes me so happy. Okay. So we are going to be using a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece of Designer Series paper. We're using the whole thing. Okay. On our card base, it's the standard 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 that I always do. But we're going to trim some of it off. This is where the fancy fold kind of comes in. So this is the front, obviously, of the card. So I'm going to put it into my trimmer, and I am going to put it in so that, get out of here, scrap, that the fold line is right in the track. And I'm going to try to keep this all in frame here. I'm not sure if I can for sure, but the point is in there also. So we're just going to chop off this whole diagonal piece here. There we go. So this is what we've done. We've chopped that off. This you can use as a scrap. You can do whatever you want with it. Then we're going to kind of flip this around so that the long edge is going to be at the top of the trimmer. And we're going to push the point over to about, whoops, I need to get it in frame, about the 3 5/8, 3/4, somewhere in there. It does not have to be perfect. It's not that perfect. And you're going to chop that off. So what you're going to end up with is a piece that looks like this. Okay. And so we are going to stamp on this first of all. So I'm going to bring in my little scrap paper here. Actually, I might need to do this. What do I want to do? I need another scrap paper. Hold on. This is a 2 scrap paper job. So we're going to have the folded edge on a piece and we're going to have another scrap in there. So there we go. Okay. So I am going to be using the little sunshine stamp and then the So Saffron ink. Okay. And we're just going to randomly stamp on this panel here. Okay. So we'll just start out like this. And when I say random, I mean just kind of, put it here, put it there. Try not to make a pattern per se out of it. I think it looks a lot better if it is a little bit more random than if it's completely, in order and all that kind of stuff, which of course, I mean, honestly, I'm a little bit anal, but I love doing random stamping. I think it's amazing. Okay, and maybe just a tiny bit down there in the corner, and maybe a tiny little bit right there. Okay, so that's what we have for the front so far. Now we're going to add our piece of designer series paper. Okay, so this is a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch piece of paper, and it's just going to tuck right in there. So we're going to put adhesive on the back side of this piece here, and then we're going to fold it over, and then it will line up right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue just because in the event that I need to have some wiggle room with it, then I will. Okay, let's just cover the whole thing. And again, I'm sure this is a fun fold that has a name. I don't know what it is. If anybody knows what it is, please leave a comment and let me know. All right, so I'm going to put my paper. Now you might want to check if your other side has a specific orientation, like obviously this does not either. But if I would have chosen, like, you know, the rainbows, I might want to make sure that my, you know, the opposite side is right side up if that was necessary. So in this particular situation, it doesn't make any difference. Both patterns can be upside down or right side up. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, so I am just trying to get this piece in the inside so that it's all flush on all sides, and then I'm just going to close this onto it. Okay, and so now this is the front of my card, the whole thing, the designer series paper and the flap, and then I have the inside. And so then on the inside, I'm going to have these little layers, and there's just a tiny bit of border, but I wanted to make sure I had a little bit of the pool party on this side to kind of coordinate with the pool party on this side when I opened it. I kind of felt like if I only had the white and the yellow, I don't know, it doesn't look terrible, but I just thought it really kind of tied everything together by adding that extra layer. So you don't have to, but I decided I wanted to. Okay, so then we're going to take this little strip here of the dotted piece, and I'm going to put that right where you kind of have that point. I'm going to kind of cover that up. Where is my liquid glue? And because this is an embossed piece of cardstock, I do like to use liquid glue with that. I just feel like it holds better. Let's see, is this, oh, this is the right size, so I need to put the whole thing. I couldn't remember if I had already cut this down to size or not. So I'm going to kind of use the lines on this designer series paper as my guide to get this straight across. So I'm just going to kind of make sure, you know, that it's going straight across and that it's lining up with those pieces. This piece is a good piece to use. It does have stripes. If it didn't have a striped piece, you can always bring in a piece of the grid paper and get your spine lined up on a line, get the top of your card lined up on a line, and then you can go ahead. I could have used this little dark line right here. I could have brought it down just a touch, and that way I could have ensured that it was lined up nice and straight also. So grid paper is amazing. And these little 6x6 pieces are so handy because they don't take a whole lot of room on your table. Because I mean, let's be honest, most of the time when we're crafting, we've got junk everywhere. We don't have space for a gigantic 12 by 17 inch piece of paper. You know, there's no room for that. But a little 6x6, perfect. And actually, this might be a little more than 6x6. Oh yeah, 7x7. I keep saying 6x6. I'm a liar. Probably 7.5 by 7.5, but it still works good. Okay. Let's trim off that excess there. So this little strip is like 3/4 by 4 1/4. Got that. And so now we're going to make a little focal point for our kite, but we need to get a kite first before we actually make a focal point for it. So I am going to stamp a couple of kites in Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to stamp this large kite here. And then, and I maybe should have used a foam mat. Oh, I got lucky. Hello, Tony. She is just joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we have 2 kites. Now, I recommend, if you guys have a larger pair of scissors works really fantastic in cutting out pieces that are a little bit longer. So, but I don't have a longer pair of scissors at the moment. That's handy, so we're going to go ahead and use some snips. But if you do have a pair of scissors with a really long blade, then you can just like snip one time, whereas with the snips you have to go a few times. And I just saw a really nice comment from somebody. Annette says, hello, nice to find you this morning. Just been stamping up with a friend. That's awesome. I love stamping with friends. That's kind of what I feel like I'm doing here, you guys. I feel like I'm stamping with friends. All right, so we're just going to snip. And these kites, I mean, these could not be any easier to cut out. So when you say fussy cutting, I don't consider this fussy cutting at all. This is so simple. Straight lines, I can handle that. Not that I can't handle any of them. I can actually. I'm a pretty good fussy cutter. Ooh, did you see that? I just thought I was a pretty good fussy cutter, and I just snipped off the point off my kite. I think I can fix it though. I think that I can kind of trim off a little bit more, and there we go. Okay, so we have our two kites. Perfect. I'm going to move this sun out of my way before I get inky fingers all over it, or get my fingers on it and get inky fingers from it. Okay, so we're going to throw some clouds on here. I do need another cloud. So let me just pull out my little pack of clouds, because I have a lot. And the crazy thing is I keep forgetting that I have these. And so when I need clouds, I keep punching clouds, and then I go, oh, darn it. I already have some clouds. I'm just going to train the brain. Okay, so I am going to just kind of move these clouds around. I'm going to flip them upside down. I'm going to do whatever. Oh, that one has a little bit of fudge on it. So we're going to trade that with this one. So we're just going to kind of try to make a little cloud pile here. Okay, and then I'm going to put my kite kind of over my cloud pile. I think I need to pull out. Whoops. Okay, hold on. We got to make it look nice. So we've got those clouds there. Maybe I can just do this. Maybe I need to do like that. How's that? I think that's probably good. So we have a bunch of clouds here. That should work. Okay. I am going to just kind of hold these clouds in place and then just add some glue. And then I'm going to tuck them back in place where I wanted them to be. Okay, so that one. This one seems like it has some stuff on it too. I'm going to get another one because, well, I have plenty. Okay, so that one was kind of like that. So this one, we'll just add a little glue to this. And we're just going to kind of tuck that one in there. I saw somebody say that this set is growing on them. It is so fun. I love using this set. And I had a lot of fun creating my class this month using this set and the cloud punch. And then I paired it with the black and white paper from the All Together collection and a little bit of this paper here. And it's amazing. And what is on there? It looks like I had something on my paper. That's really bothering me. I can't, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to get a new one. Sorry. I don't know if there was like a little spot on my stamp. Is there a spot on my stamp? Perhaps. Yes. Maybe there's a, okay, hold on. Can we get this on here? Oh, I was hoping that I could. I cannot. New paper. Okay, here's another scrap. And Kathy's just joining us. Hello, Kathy. Welcome, welcome. There, that's a little bit better. I did not like that little black spot on there. I don't know what that is. So, yeah, but I didn't like it. And I have plenty of white, so it's not a big deal to use a little bit more. And we also have Tracy joining us. Hello, Tracy, and welcome. If you guys wouldn't mind, here I go again, shameless plug, giving my video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel right down here if you haven't already, and then click the notification bell. Then you'll be notified when I upload more amazing videos. Okay, we need some twine. I have like a little piece here that's stuck in here, and I need a glue dot. I like to put my glue dot right at the base of my kite, right down here, just inside the margins, okay? There we go. And then I can take my twine and kind of put it right up the center and then smash it into the glue dot with my fingernail. There we go. Okay. And then we can snip off the tail. Then we're going to add our little kite somewhere in here. about like that. We're going to use dimensionals. So I can come in here and attach that down a little bit more with my dimensional just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Did Yvonne just say, oh, Kathleen said she was out to dinner and got donuts. Oh, lucky you. I would love to eat a donut right now. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut this off a little bit. I don't think it needs to be quite that long. So cute. Okay. Then I have some of these cute little silver and clear epoxy essentials, and I don't know why I pulled these out. I just thought they might be a little bit fun. We have some teardrops, which could be raindrops. I wonder how that would be. That might be kind of fun. Let's try that. Sometimes I'll just try something here. We're just going to kind of gently lay it on there, not really press it down super hard, and see how it is. I don't know as though the raindrops go with the theme that we've got going on here. I don't know. I'm not hating it though, you guys. I'm not hating it. Although I feel like it needs to be up here more so. What do you guys think of the raindrops or the teardrops? Do you think they're all right? Tell me. Yes or no. Just say yes or no in the comments, and that'll tell me whether we should do it or not. So I'm going to put this aside for just a sec while you guys are voting, and I am going to do my little inside piece. So I need my scratch paper and my saffron ink, because I'm just going to build a little scene inside here. So we're going to put our sun up in the corner, because of course that's where the sun would be. And then we are going to take the tails of the kite. Where does my tails go? Did I not put them on a block? Oh, here. I was like, I can't even find my stamp set, let alone my tails. What the heck? I need a block. Ugh. But I don't need the whole block because I'm not going to end up putting the entire... Oh, it fits on there anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're going to use Pool Party. Yes, but are they upside down? Oh, Tammy, yeah, you're right. Does it matter, though? Do I need to switch them? Do you guys think I should switch them? Let's see. Most of you said yes, but then Tammy said that she thinks they're upside down, and I think they are upside down. But, okay, Holly also said the same thing. Okay, we are going to flip them. Oh, my. That was not what I had planned on happening. I may have to leave it. Okay, whoops, we're going to toss that one. That didn't work out. Except now it's stuck on my finger and I can't get rid of it. Okay, is this going to happen to all of these? Please no. Okay, good. That one we were able to salvage. There we go. Because rain and clouds aren't always a bad thing, because then you can get some rainbows, right? Okay, so let's kind of turn that a little bit, and then we need to find one more. Here we go. Get that off. And afraid with all these open ink pads that something bad's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So let me move that out of the way and finish this. Okay. What did I do with my tails? Oh, here we go. Okay. So I'm going to stamp them. And here my other little kite is going to go on the inside. So it's going to be about right there. So I'm going to stamp that, and then I'm going to add my little kite. And of course I didn't actually need to cut this out. I could have just stamped it probably, but whatever. We didn't. I think I'm going to move it down just a little. There. Cute. So that's going to be the inside. And then I do have my little sentiment that I need to pull out, or maybe I already did. Already did. Here it is. Okay, so this says something about being amazing, and I'm going to stamp that right down here, and I'm going to do it in maybe some basic gray. Oh my, that was my iPad. Oops. Okay, no problem. All right, this just says, I can't remember. We're going to find out here momentarily. Something about somebody's amazing. Just a card to say you're amazing. Okay. Then this is going to go onto the layer of Pool Party. And again, this white layer is 4 by 5 1/4. And then the Pool Party is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. And then this is going to go on the inside of the card. And we will just kind of line everything up as best we can here. There we go. I know you guys are saying this is a fun card. It really is. I just love how that little piece on the side, so fun. Okay, so there it is, our fun kite card. And you could make an envelope too. We have so much of this paper. I should have done that. I didn't. You could. You could take multiple patterns out of here that would look amazing. And I do want to make one little comment about this paper. There is one piece of paper in this package that has a bunch of clouds on it that you can punch out with the cloud punch. Okay. And now, don't be scared. Let me grab my punches here. What did I do with them? Let me just find the paper. I've got the paper somewhere here. Oh, I hate it when I can't find stuff. I literally just had the pack of paper here to get this piece out of here, and now I can't find it. Okay, anyway. Well, the whole piece has clouds on it, okay? But obviously, since it's kind of random, some of the clouds are on the edges. So don't think that these clouds that are on the edges are worthless. Punch them out. Use them to your advantage. You could stick this edge cloud right here, right? And there are a ton of these little things. Here's another piece that I think was at the bottom that pretend my sentiment wasn't here, but you could put that at the bottom of your card. So even though there's not like the entire sheet isn't full of full clouds, don't be afraid to use those little pieces of clouds on your projects because they're amazing. Okay. Last project, and this is really a fun way to use up your designer series paper, and is also a fun fold. Let me get rid of all of these items. I think I'm just going to move those over here. They won't be too much in the way, or will they? It's starting to get a lot because it's a mess. Okay. Last card, and I have a couple of other samples using this fun fold to share with you. After I make this one, I will share those others with you. Okay, so we're going to use the Friendly Hello bundle. It is free with a $100 order in the online store. My online store is shoppingwithbarb.com, for those of you that might not know. And I would appreciate it very much if you would place your orders with me because, yeah, that's my job. That's how I make my money. Okay. So, like I said, we're using the Friendly Hello bundle, which is the Friendly Hello stamp set. And then the Friendly Hello Designer Series paper, which is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this paper so much. And like I said, if you do register for the retreat, we're having our spring retreat in March. And the link to my, I'm trying to think if it's a link to my blog post. I think that's what I linked in the description of this video. I can't remember. But you can find the information on my blog, barbstamps.com, or you can just register, I think with the link in the description of this video. Can't remember. But anyway, this is one of the items you're going to get in your swag box if you do register for the swag box. And now some of you may say, well, I already have that. You know, you can always use another pack of this designer series paper. No doubt about that. And then I'm sure we all know somebody who has a friend that maybe is a new stamper, a teacher, somebody who would love to be gifted with the stamp set if you already have it. So don't be afraid to, you know, pay it forward to other people. Okay. So what we have here is a quarter sheet of cardstock, 4 1/4, 5 1/2. And then I have a 5 1/4 by 12-inch piece of the designer series paper. So you're going to be able to make 2 cards out of each piece of designer series paper that you have, and you'll have a little scrappy strip left that you can toss or put on the inside or something if that's what you want to do with it. You kind of want to, not that you have to pick cards or paper that has coordinating backside images. It's just, it's better, I feel like, if they are a little bit coordinating. So not necessary, but I think better. Okay, so this is 12 inches. So we are going to score it at 4 inches from each end. So let's put your oops, I need to get into frame here. Okay, there we go. 4 inches. 4 inches. Take your scoring blade, score that. And now because I'm lazy and don't always want to flip my arm out, you could slide this over to 8. Or if you're lazy and don't want to flip your arm out, just turn your paper and score it at 4 again. Either way, it doesn't make any difference. 4 and 4 or 4 and 8. You decide. Okay, then we have to fold it. So this paper doesn't really have any specific orientation because we have birds that are right side up and upside down. So that doesn't really matter. The back side, same way. So it doesn't really make any difference. So this first line here on the right, we're going to fold over. And when you fold it over, you want to make sure that it's flush at the top and flush at the bottom. Okay, you don't want to kind of fold it cattywampus or it just might not look as good, but no problem. Oh, you guys are going to laugh your heads off. When I dropped my iPad, can you see that the stamp says happiest birthday on there in Evening Evergreen ink? It fell right onto my stamp and of course that's what happened. Of course that's what happened. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change my mind. I want this to be the front, I think, because the bird is right side up. I mean, he's right side up. So I don't, can I still do that? Can I? No. Yes? No. This can be on there. Hold on. I all of a sudden forgot how to make this card. I think yes. Yes, I can. Right? Is that how it goes? I'm trying to cheat here. No, that's not how it goes. Okay, hold on. If I want that to be, oh yeah, it can't. It has to. Why is this not working for me? You know what? It's just going to have to be upside down. That's just life. I mean, it is what it is. Oh my. Okay, honestly, this is how it's supposed to look. Why am I having so much trouble? Can somebody explain to me why I am having so much trouble? I don't understand it. What if I did do it like that? Oh, it's still upside down. Well, you know what? We're just going to cover it. We're just going to cover it. So what you want to do is you just want to fold it like this. Wow, that was incredibly painful to watch, I'm sure, and I apologize. Okay. This is how it is. That's just how it's going to have to be. And then we're going to attach this to this, basically our card base. Okay, so I do want to pull this over just a tiny bit so that it's kind of covering the fold there. So I'm just going to pull it and then burnish it down. All right, so then for the inside, I have a piece of white that measures 3 3/4 by 5. That's going to go on the inside. And like I did say, you're going to have some extra paper. So this is a different piece, but it's still going to work. A different pattern, because I wanted to use this little stripy piece. I had this kind of in my pack of paper, and I just thought, I want to use it because I think it's pretty. And it goes with the paper that we're using. Yeah, that's me, just keeping it real. Just keeping it real, you guys. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Martha. I know how to do it, but I can't explain it. Gosh. Wow. And it really shouldn't be that hard, you know, honestly. It should not be that hard. So that's going to go on the inside. This is the front. Oh my word, I'm still laughing at myself. That was really funny. I have 3 pieces of coordinating cardstock that go with this paper. I've got some Granny Apple Green, some Petal Pink, Fresh Freesia, and Pool Party. And I have the ink pads also. Just have to find the Pool Party. Okay, so what time is it? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so I have the double flower image from the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp this on each piece of cardstock in the same color. I mean, not one color for everything, but like Pool Party on Pool Party, Freesia on Freesia, Petal Pink on Petal Pink, and so on. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to bring the Freesia in here. We're going to spank this to make sure there's no excess water on it. Okay, I got my chamois here, cleaning that off. Spank it. And I'm not even sure where that term came from. I think I was demonstrating one night and I was tapping it on my hand and somebody said, oh, you're spanking it. So it kind of stuck. All right, so now the Petal Pink. That should work. Perfect. And then we do need to get some granny apple green leaves. Now you guys are going to laugh. We're going to fussy cut these out, but I've already done it. So you don't have to like sit here and go, oh my gosh, fussy cutting, please. I'll kind of quickly show you how I did fussy cut one of the flowers and probably one of the leaves, and then the rest I've already got done. So what you can do, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the flower that's not hidden. Does that make sense? So we don't want the one that's behind. We want the one that's on top. And so fussy cutting for me is more of a left-handed thing than a right-handed thing, because I use my left hand to rotate my paper, and then all my right hand does with my scissors is open and close my blade. So I don't know how anybody else fussy cuts. This may be helpful to you. It may not. I don't even know how I learned how to do this. Maybe just years of cutting, I guess. I don't know. So it doesn't really take me that long to fussy cut doing that. And usually I can get pretty good, you know, results by going around even these little kind of weird, kind of pokey edges of the leaf, or the petal, I guess is what this really is. And we're just going to come around. And so I have done this with all of the colors. So I've already got them all cut out, because I mean, I don't know, some people like watching fussy cutting. I always feel like it's very boring, and that I don't want to have to subject anybody to watching it more than they have to. When I do like a regular kind of video where I can fast forward through this, that's normally what I'll do. But in a live show like today, we cannot fast forward through, at least not right now. Okay, so like I said, I have all of them done. I just need to find the baggie that I put them in. No, it's probably with the instructions of how to fold the paper. Wow. Come on. Oh, here we go. I was like, come on, Barb. All right. Pure entertainment for a crazy Thursday night, says Tony. You got it, girl. Okay. And I was practicing with my blends to see how I might like to color some of these in, is kind of what I was thinking. And so I was testing out to see what the light and the dark, you know, and how, what the difference would be. And I have to tell you guys, using Stampin' Blends on a piece of cardstock, like this is a perfect example. So this is the exact same card layout and everything, just I used the daffodils rather than this. This looks like I have two different colors of Fleur de Flamingo cardstock, doesn't it? I do not. These were all cut out of Fleur de Flamingo, and then I colored the detailed pieces with my dark Fleur de Flamingo marker. That gives me two shades of the same color of cardstock. Pro tip for you guys, okay? So don't forget that when you have die cuts like these that, you know, you can stack on top of each other. And maybe, you know, I didn't really want to use white because white was going to be like too much white. So I just needed a different tone. So this was perfect to do it like that. So I kind of was testing these to see if I could add some dimension to these flowers. And I kind of decided that I needed to use the light. The dark to me was just too dark. And so I was just going to take the light, and I know it looks really dark, but it should fade into the paper here momentarily. If it doesn't, then I'm going to cry. No, I'm not. And then just kind of do the inside there. So that's just going to give our flowers just a little more dimension than what they already have, just by adding some of the same color. So I hope that tip was helpful for you guys. Oh, we have a troll. Hold on, gotta get rid of him. Let's see. Remove. Bye. Don't know why these people have to put that stupid stuff on my show. Go away. Okay, hopefully he doesn't come back. If he comes back, let me know, and then I will, I think what I can do is put him in something called timeout or something like that, and then maybe get rid of it later. Or maybe I can just report it. Maybe that's what I need to do. I can't remember. Anyways, we'll get rid of him. Bye. Okay, we got that. Add a little bit of interest to the middle there. So we have our pretty flowers. This is one of the labels that I got out of the Hippo and Friends dies. It is the largest of this particular shape. And so we're going to like build our our little scene in there. Oh, I didn't actually cut this out. Well, I don't think I need to, do I? I mean, I can, but maybe I might need 5 leaves, so maybe I will cut this out kind of quickly. And our paper snips are really good for this, getting around these little kind of tight spots and everything. There we go. Okay, so now we have 5 leaves. And so all I was going to do was just kind of make a little scene with these flowers. I don't know which one I want where, but I think we're just going to kind of go like that. So that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to bring in, where's my glue that's already open? This must be it. And we'll just add a little glue. And we'll just tack that down. This guy here, he was under, so we're going to leave that under. And then the purple one, we're going to do over the top of all of these. There we go. And then these little leaves, we're just going to tuck them under. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue at the base. And then we'll just tuck them under. Now, granted, this is a lot of work for a card. I don't know as though I would make a whole bunch doing this, you know, all this fussy cutting and everything. But I just wanted to show you guys because this bundle is so cute. And if you guys remember, I can't remember, last week, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I shared with you guys a bunch of cards using this bundle. I think there was 26 of them at the end of my live show a couple weeks ago on a Thursday. I did go ahead and crop that section of the video out, and it is here on my YouTube channel. So if you are interested in seeing my 26 card samples with this bundle, check that out on my channel, because there's 26 and now we have 27. So we have a lot of inspiration here with the Friendly Hello bundle. Okay. Now this is going to go on the front, and look at that. We can cover up that upside down bird that I kind of screwed the whole thing up with. All right. I kind of want some ribbon under there, I think. So I don't know exactly how I want to do this. I might do one of these jobs here where you just kind of zigzag it. Maybe we'll just bring it up a little bit on the front here. No, we got to cover up that upside down bird. Do I need a sentiment on the front here? What do we have in that sentiment set that's skinny? Okay. Ooh, we might be able just to bring in a little banner strip with the word thanks. Let's try it. We'll just try it. We'll see what happens. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. Okay, so we're going to get that, and I think we'll do it on a strip of white, but I might need to cut a very skinny strip of white. Where is my trimmer? Here we go. We are going to try to cut like a 1/4 inch strip here. I might need this to be flat on the table in order to make this work. I think I'm going to use the opposite side of the track. Okay, that's a 1/2. I apparently don't know math. Try it again. We want a 1/2, we want a 1/4, not a 1/2. Okay, so let's try this again. This I think is a 1/4. And I think it'll be ooh, that might be way too small. Let's go 3/8. One of these is going to be good. One of these is going to work, I swear. Okay, kind of thinking it might be the 3/8. Okay, so we've got 1/2, 1/4, 3/8. One of these needs to work. All right, we're going to go ahead and use the gray again, if I can find it. Found it. And we are going to try to stamp this on the end here. Ooh, this is going to be small, but I think it'll work. That should work. Okay. All right, now I'm kind of feeling like, okay, I feel like this should be a little bit longer sentiment, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when we like flag the end a little bit. This was not necessarily part of my plan. This is kind of an ad-libbed moment here, you guys. So Oh, I do kind of think that that adds a little bit, it kind of breaks up a tiny bit of the, what am I even trying to say? Just kind of, I feel like it kind of breaks it up. Okay, so I do think I'm going to do the ribbon. So I am going to, oh, these are not my good ribbon scissors. All right, so I am pretty particular about doing this zigzagging thing. So I like to use Scotch tape on the back. For those of you that may struggle also and want it to be a bit perfect, this is how I do it. I kind of get it where I want it to be, and then I bring the pieces together. Right, Martha, audible, exactly. And then I will just tape them. Oh, goodness. All right, hold on. Well, at least my ribbon's still in the right order. Oops. We're going to pull this out because it's too long. We're going to bring it up a little bit. I know, it should not be this difficult. I should just wing it. I should just not care, is basically what I should do. But I've tried not caring, and it's just not, I don't have it in me to not care and just to do it randomly. I can't do it. So there. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. Now let's add some dimensionals. We're going to go around the ribbon. I don't find it necessary to add any more bulk, so we'll just go around the ribbon rather than putting our dimensionals onto the ribbon. And I think this should be a pretty cute card once I add my last detail, which is some bling. I think that's going to be cute. And then I'll show you my other two cards. I kind of already showed them to you, but I'll bring them in and show you, really show you. Where's my take your pick tool? Here we go. We are going to need some of these for the centers of the flowers. And then we might need a small one, like right down there. Okay. Then the last thing we need to do is to add this to our card base. I'm trying to find my seal here. Locate it. Did I see? I got another troll. Ugh. All right, hold on, you guys. I got to go back. Oh, yeah, we sure do. What is with these people? Don't they have anything else to do? I'm trying to, how do I, trying to tap on it and it's not coming up. Come on. There we go. Report. Unwanted spam report. Bye. Thank you. Okay. Did we get, I think we got it. Thank you very much, Pam. Appreciate that. Okay. Then we're going to add this to our quarter sheet of the Fresh Freesia. Tony blocked it. Excellent. Thank you so much, Tony. These people, don't they have anything else to do? And I don't even understand when whatever they're posting is just gobbledygook garbage. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, is somebody really going to click on that? Are you really going to click on that? I doubt it. Okay, so this says thanks. Cute. Then I have a little space to write a message if I want. Or I could use the hello friend and I could stamp that in there. Oh, I might do that. I might do it in, I think, pool party. Because why not? Okay. You know what we could do? I could share a really easy masking trick with you guys. Okay, hold on. We're going to clean that off. Okay, spank it. Get it dry. And we are going to mask off the word friend. Okay, so let me get the whole, I think I got it, like at a tiny, I might need like a corner of a piece of tape right there to get that little thing. Okay, so we're going to ink it up the hello, and then I'm going to peel off my tape, and I'm going to stamp this down. There we go. And then we're going to clean this off. Okay, I'm going to put this tape in the trash before I end up touching something with it. And we're going to spank this one more time. And then I'm going to cover up the word hello. Did I get the whole thing? Ooh, I have too much. So we're just going to bring our scissors in here, snip that off. And I think this is probably way more work than it's worth, but it's a way to share another technique. I'm going to do it in the Fresh Freesia. So now my word friend is going to be in Fresh Freesia, and my word hello is going to be in Pool Party. Tear that off. Actually, I'm going to put this in the trash right now. Oh no, it's stuck on my finger. Okay. And then we're just going to come down with our hello over the top of the hello we just put down. And check it out. Now we have a hello friend in 2 different colors. Yay. So there's a little masking trick for you guys. I love doing masking, especially with tape or Post-it notes or whatever. Okay, so here is the one we just made with the friendly hello. So cute. Then this is one that I also did. Same thing. Uses up a half a sheet of designer series paper. How fun is that for somebody to get that? This one uses the daffodil bundle and then the daffodil afternoon designer series paper. That's also free. And then I did one with the cute little turtle for like a kid's birthday. Actually, it could go to my nephew because his birthday was today. And guess when I mailed his card? Today. So it's going to be late. So I love that this stamp set has a little belated birthday kind of sentiment in there because I need that sometimes. Okay, let me bring back the rest of the cards that we did today. They were all, like I said, they were all fun folds, you guys. All ways to use up your designer series paper, pattern paper, scrapbook paper, whatever you want to call it. All really fun. So we've got this one here. If you guys just tuned in, you can go back and watch how we did this. We've got this one here that you can go back and watch. And then this one that we just did. So super fun cards. All the links to everything that I offer is in the description of this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please ring the bell. Please leave me comments if any of you know what any of these folds are called, because I would love to know. I'd love to be able to call this a blah, blah, whatever it might be. I don't know. And maybe they don't. Maybe they're just, I didn't make them up. But maybe they're just something that I found in my swap pile and it doesn't even have a name. I don't know. Okay, you guys, that's it for this week. So I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll give you the lowdown on what the doctor tells my son. We're going on Friday. And please, if you have any questions or comments, I love going through afterwards and answering them for you guys. It's just really fun. So I will see you next week, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.